Hello and welcome to another update video on ADA. So ADA is one of the weaker charts at the moment here. I'm also tracking the potential of a diagonal structure like on many other charts. I updated Solana today, SUI for example, and yeah. I mean, I'm tracking here the potential for higher prices in the orange scenario here on the ADA chart as well, which allows for the interpretation of a diagonal structure. But honestly, to really get more confidence in this scenario, I really need to see the price break above this green line here that's located at 61 cents. This is the previous swing high, the so-called A wave high in the third wave of a diagonal, because I can tell you that we have 3 waves up from the 22nd of June low that allows for a bullish interpretation, but it's very limited to a diagonal structure. Then we have a pullback in potentially wave 2, absolutely okay. Price at the time reacted here to our Fibonacci support zone. You might remember that, which I always include the 78.6 Fib level there. So the price reacted to the golden ratio at the time. Then we had a reaction to the upside, a nice rally, which I'm labeling, yeah, potentially the third wave, right? And if a third wave is indeed unfolding, then we should reach the 138% extension. Now, that's a key level because the 138% extension is for a third wave normally the first ideal target. And it would be the 66 cent level in this case. Now, we haven't reached it yet and we're quite far away from it, but that would be the next milestone targets for the bulls. Basically, therefore, there are 2 things the bulls really need to do, or 3. The very first step, we need to defend the invalidation point. That's the invalidation point of the bullish case, of the diagonal structure to the upside. And it's located at 53.7 cents. So, as long as we're holding above that level, the diagonal structure is a valid scenario. Also, the bulls need to drive the price above the 61-62 cent level, the A wave high, very, very important level. And then the price should ideally be driven higher in wave C of circle wave 3 towards 66 cents or higher. This is the first ideal target for a third wave, 138% extension. And then we can add support for circle wave 4, and we can track circle wave 5. If we get 5 waves, the market might take it to around about 70 cents eventually. But obviously, it's all quite, I mean, if you look at the structure, it's all quite, range bound still. And I can only identify here a very weak 3-wave rally from the weekend low in my interpretation. Surely I could say maybe this is a 1-2 setup that might align with what Bitcoin is doing. I think that might even fit the bigger picture quite well. So it is possible that we are testing the swing low here again from Friday at around 56 cents. But ideally, we hold a little bit above it. And this could be a 1-2 setup. Not a classic 1-2 setup that I would normally share. I share that with you because Bitcoin is doing something similar. And honestly, if we don't hold above the 56 cent level or 56.4, the orange count will struggle in my view. Yeah, we could then see the move to 51 cents or lower in an extension of the correction that's already unfolding. Basically, you could say, 56.4 cents is the nearest support. For a 1-2 setup, this must hold. This would be the most directly bullish pathway ADA can take. Any break below wouldn't be a disaster as long as we're holding above the invalidation point of the diagonal, which I already shared with you, is this previous swing low where the red line is located. So that would allow for an extension of the B wave, but already that will become less probable if there is a break below the Fibonacci support area. So lots of levels to watch here, range-bound action. Let's see if the buyers can hold the price above the Friday low and drive the price here above the green line. That would really be a statement, positive statement, and would shift probabilities further towards the orange scenario. At the moment, we're kind of range bound, so I'm fairly neutral which scenario it is. Slightly leaning orange maybe, but I cannot rule out a wider B wave. So yeah, that's the update on ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.